night before, fucking makeup from the night before. Like, hello, boys.
Yeah, you good. Anyway, don't tell her. If you know your friend's feelings, you know your friend's not going to forgive you.
It's not my friend.
Don't tell her then. Even better. Keep that shit to you.
You're my friend. James is your friend. We love you.
Mind your business. You get a long way like that. Teach her like
I mean, I guess the girl will find out in the long run if he keeps doing it.
I don't know. I'm not one of those people. Like I said, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I knew that, like,
You should definitely tell her.
the biggest decision of your life, you're about to make it with the guy that just fucked me, no.
Private message without your name. Yo, he fucked this girl. And add your name in there. And then if she comes to you, you can say it.
I had to go through that whole thing when I was getting stalked at the hospital. Like, do you remember when I went through that with that grandpa's, this guy came in and his grandson was the one that brought him in and he visited for like a week or two and I was his CNA many times throughout that 2 weeks? Dude, he was fucking married with like a brand new baby and like his high school sweetheart and shit. And this girl had no idea. And I literally had to have security ban him from the premises because he was coming to the hospital and waiting for my shifts. And like, I had to make a decision on whether or not I could break that family, and I couldn't do it. And it made me feel like I still think about it. I still think about the fact that that girl is married to that piece of shit, but I didn't have it in me to like break a family apart. If they wouldn't have been married, oh my God.
She was only thinking about it because she had a lot of time.
I'd have been like, bitch, go get your mans.
You don't need
Isn't
that
that what a bachelor party's for, though?
You don't need that karma. You didn't do nothing wrong when you did it.
Maybe in the movies.
I'm telling you, you wasn't doing nothing wrong at the time you did it. Just mind your business. Let shit play out.
Yo, did you? Okay, wait. You're not married, right? You're like he's your boyfriend.
James?
Yeah, he's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were married for some reason. Never mind.
I've been getting that a lot. You're close enough. We're getting there.
I don't know. If I don't really like, this sounds so bad, but like if I don't know the person, like I don't know, I don't feel guilty about it. Like in Cherry's scenario, like if she's not my friend and I don't know her, like
it's not that. You're doing the trolley.
Like I said, everybody's a different type of individual. I think I'm just a person that like typically associates like sex with shame out of like relationships because of like how I was raised and shit like that. You know what I mean? And sex isn't a shameful thing. It's just everybody has their own rule books and playbooks and they know when they've like basically faulted themselves, you know.
Idiot. No, idiot.
yeah, but I don't also condone cheating. I fucking hate cheating. Like but I don't know. It's complicated in my scenario for that situation.
All right, let me ask you a question, Ems. 5 people on a train track about to die, but on the other side of the train
track, I don't know. I think being faithful is probably one of the easiest things. It's a lot harder for you to get a hug from me.
What would you do?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have a very hard time identifying with people that can like willingly, emotionally, or physically attach to other people.
Dude, you were depressed back in the day. You was going.
I didn't hear you once, but yeah.
Hold on.
I don't know. I'm loyal.
You know
I don't
fucking back in the day, or no? Do you know who you was back in the day, Ash? An emotional fucking wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus ×2. You can't preach that. I've been around you for years. I've seen you switch around because you found that one guy in your life that gave you everything. But it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, no. At the end of the day, you're a crazy ass fucking bitch and you know it. Yeah, you can't give you unstable shit when you're unstable yourself. You're just good right now because you have a.
Yo, whoa,
No.
What are you trying to
I
get
know,
at?
no. Listen. I'm older than all of you. I've been around. I actually listen because I've been in a relationship, so I didn't have to, put my little to earn points. I'm being
LOL. Excuse me.
I'm
Who's
being
in
a
a
real
relationship
friend.
right
I know
now?
who a real friend
And
is,
who isn't?
and that's me because I know.
Hey, Robin, I love you. I'll see you
Exactly.
later.
Bye, Ashes. Bye, Ashes.
Exactly.
All
No,
right.
Have a great day.
honestly, like
Don't agree.
I rarely come into rooms where like Wands is in, but like every time I'm in a room with Wands, this is why I fucks with Wands. He tells it like it is.
Yo, dude,
It's just because you're both two Spanish guys named Robert.
I was there for you on most of your shit. That shit was fucked up. So it's like I'm like, really? I'm not saying it's wrong, but you're leaving the equation out. When there's 3 people involved, what's gonna happen to the other person? Only 2 are talking. I'm just saying. Like it doesn't look like that. It sounds good. It sounds morally right. Morally right, leave it the fuck alone. Trust me.
Does that one song go?
I don't know, dude. I don't think it's like Cherry's responsibility for this guy to like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of just like, if he's already doing that, it's kind of doomed anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I said.
Like,
I said the girl's gonna find out eventually if he keeps doing it. Like,
Sounds like
I
karma.
said that a while
question,
ago.
why is he doing it? Because he's not fucking happy in the situation he's in. He's
Or
happy
'cause
to
he's
go
a
out and do that
scumbag.
shit. What was that?
I said, or because he's a scumbag.
Oh,
Doesn't
things are more
necessarily have to be
complicated than that,
unhappy
though.
to
Like,
cheat.
Which we all
You
learned.
don't have to be unhappy to cheat.
No. But which we all learned.
He was actually preaching about how happy he was.
Dude,
Point and case.
of course, his karma is going to catch up to him and it's going to justify everything. But if you step in, you are intervening and putting responsibility on yourself. That's the trolley effect. Do you save the 5 people that are about to die or do you save the 1? Here's the problem with that. Neither of them have you to worry about except for 1. If you do turn the track, you save 5, but that 1 dies. You put responsibility out yourself. But if the trolley effect happens, 5 were already going to die. Nature's course. You just intervened. You changed everything. You changed the whole dynamic plan. A human like yourself changed everything. That's where problems come in. You don't know what follows after that. The trolley effect already had 5 people going down. You changed that. Now you got to change intervals. What's going to happen with you? You added yourself to the equation. I'm only saying this because, like Ash said, everything she said is right. I'm not dissing her. I've done it. And bad shit came out of it trying to be helpful. And remember, this is a guy's point of view.
It would just be easier if somebody could be like, yeah, he left with a girl last night.
I just think
yeah, and if that happens, that happens. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. But it's like, you know, this shit. Obviously, you shouldn't go out aiming to do shit like that because that does make you a scumbag. But it does fucking happen. And when it does happen, you can't always be all like, oh, I really hate myself, because it's not on you, babe. It's not.
You ever heard this stupid saying? Sometimes doing the right thing doesn't mean you're doing the right thing. I know it sounds stupid. It sounds like some Italian shit, but it actually might have some real dynamics to it. Just don't involve yourself. Live your
Most
life.
of us strive to be good, you know what I mean? Like, no one wants to be that piece of shit, but it happens, you know, like,
But
that's
it
the
is the
reality.
thing. I get so irritated because everyone's like, "Oh, you're too nice. You're so nice," and I'm like, "But I obviously aren't not that nice."
That's even
sometimes.
worse.
That doesn't
Yo,
make you
you're a
not
dirty
nice.
whore, Cherry.
That's
Dirty
even worse.
fucking
You're
whore.
voicing your opinion.
I mean, dude, if I'm being frankly honest with you, in this situation, you weren't the nicest of people because you intentionally went to do that. Like, you made the decision to go and cheat. Oh, to go and sleep with him when you knew that he was with someone. Like, you are a nice person, don't get it twisted, but in this situation, you were a shitty person.
I know.
And you've
I'm
just got
fully aware.
to take that in your stride. Whether or not you tell her, that's on you. If you want to, tell her. If you don't, then don't. Like, at the end of the day, if anyone's the fuck up in this situation, it's him. Because he also went out of his way to fuck someone else when he quite clearly, as you said, is happy in his relationship. So he just wanted to get his dick wet. Like, there was nothing there, black and white. You can't do anything about the situation unless your guilt is so bad that you feel you have to say something to her. By all means, do it. If you don't feel like you need to, then don't fucking do it. Like, it lies on him.
By the way, Cherry, you're not a whore. I was kidding.
Dude,
Now,
you're not a
if
bad
you made a
person,
habit
but
of this shit,
you were
and if you
definitely
did it all the
a shitty person
time,
last night. That's it.
The fact
And you, at the end of the day, you've just got to allow
Ram
yourself
down the
to
school
feel
picture.
shitty in this moment and learn from it. That's it. That's all you got to do.
what's done is done.
Whoa, Ahmad here actually listens to stuff.
Meg, are you packed?
Whatever's digged in the ground, leave it digged. Never dig it back up. Now, if the opportunity comes to where and you're a very intelligent woman, when you see an opportunity come
Guys,
that these people involve you in or you're involved in, then I'm pretty
Are you
sure
packed?
you could take circumstances into your own hands.
just look at my dog right now. He had a bath. Did I look?
Remember, don't forget the old Jew, Cherry. The old Jew wasn't a nice woman. Yeah, exactly. People can reflect your past on you a lot. You was a real bitch. To most. I don't know in real world.
Okay, Bunny, give me like 2.2.
Give an example to who you were back then to what you're saying now, because it could reflect on you. I'm just saying. That's like a whore trying to be a housewife. I'm not saying you, but like in general. Imagine a whore trying to preach to housewives.
Bro, some whores can cook.
if you made a habit of it, that would make you a pretty shitty
No.
person. But I don't think you're gonna, so
I'm
it's
joking.
fine.
That's my lifestyle.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just giving you when you got a preacher that's been to a jail preaching, it kind of makes it hard for you to listen to the preacher, right?
I don't know. Like I
cook.
feel
You know?
who make mistakes can
Yeah.
be the one that gives the best advice because they've done it themselves.
True. Just keep it to yourself. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? They come to you for then answers, and then you give them up. It's already done. It's not like
At the end of the day, your karma's going to come regardless. Like, you just got to deal with the shit.
Yeah, you lot are really giving a hard time for this. Like, shut the
no,
fuck
dude.
up,
Like,
man.
I'm gonna sit here and
shut
say,
the
like,
fuck
I've
up.
done it, dude. Like, I've done it. I did
You're
it
a bunch
once,
of
and
horse
for months I
scumbags
felt like
anyway,
shit,
jelly
dude. Like, I
cunts.
felt like
I'm not,
total shit.
listen, Cherry, I'm not trying to, like, grill you at all. I'm just speaking from someone that's been in a position that has been cheated on. And it's not, like, obviously it's not a nice situation, but you just got to let it play out, dude. Like, obviously you fucked up and you're not going to do it again because you're not a vindictive person.
Guys,
So.
look at my dogs. They just got baths. They're all wet.
Dude, nobody cares about your dog.
Yo, no one cares about your fucking cow-looking cat. Shut up.
Shut up, Megan.
You look pregnant in that position. Holy
Meg.
At least my dogs are fucking cuter than that fucking thing.
Ooh.
Do I look pregnant?
Fuck me.
Really?
no, fuck you.
I have nerve. God damn.
Yo, you call out my animals, I'll call out yours. That's how
I
it
literally
goes.
didn't call it. I said nobody cares. I didn't say anything about your dog.
Yeah, you said that no one cares about the fucking thing, and I said the same thing about
I
your
said
cat.
nobody cares. I didn't say about your dog. I said nobody cares. So chill.
I am chill. I literally just said the same thing you did, but okay.
Anyways,
cheers.
Fucking
Wait
white
for
girl.
me, you bitch.
I would like to put all of you in one fucking room and see what happens.
She knows I'm joking, dude. Like,
No, I know. I'm saying all of you though, like the talking to get out, trying to find a plan would be so fun. Fucking hit Cherry with her voice, and then hear all yell, "We gotta get out of here, guys!" And all you claustrophobic bitches, like, "Oh my god!" It would just be hilarious. Lock them all up.
Hilarious.
Lock them up and tattoo a fucking number on their back. See if they figure it out. Combination lock. Come on, now. How many of you would be smart to realize the numbers on your back? Yo, roll your eyes. I hope they get stuck like that forever.
Yo, you take a knife and you cut out the piece of the skin that has the number on it and you look at it.
Or you could just ask somebody else to read it in the room so you don't cut yourself. Yeah.
Thought that was the
I don't
best.
want to get locked up with this one.
Or like a mirror.
Let me peel the number 6 from you.
Yeah.
You want to peel the number 6 from me? You just sold it to me. You can leave me alone.
Yo,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, shit. You get to have no knife. Yo, Kiki, where's your pussy?
Look at this shit.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh wow,
In a
indeed.
while. The dwarf
Oh, wow.
is back, guys. The dwarf is back.
Wait, we got a Republican Jesus? Holler.
I did a thing yesterday. I think you'll like it.
Mm.
I did a thing.
Oh, boy.
My nigga.
Oh,
This motherfucking skinny ass bitch.
man, that motherfucker.
Yo, Donzi, what's up, my nigga?
He just disrespected you, bro.
I say, what's up, my nigga?
Oh, he just disrespected you again. He looked at you like you was up.
Yo, for
Oh
real.
shit, a nickel! A nickel on the floor. Hold on.
Yo, what
That's a
car
nickel.
is that?
Okay, you've been working on that shit for like a year. Finally, it's done.
And you're loving everybody.
Dude, this is a whole nother fucking car.
Oh, I remember you were banging that shit, twisting it, melting it, smelting it.
Swanky. But you know what they say about guys with big cars, right?
That's
It's
not a
not
big car.
true. And you know better.
That's a low ass car. That's the opposite of big.
No, there's like a very big front on that car.
No,
Yeah, but you know better,
Your
Chad.
car's
You
just
literally
tiny.
you pack enough to take like a fucking, what's it called? A snapper, like every time. So like you're done way before I get done because I'm just sitting here like smoking my bowl still and you just fucking suck all that shit.
Hey, wait. Yeah, I smoked the whole thing. I'll pack another one.
Do Packers, bro. I hope you don't fill that shit up to the top. You probably do it like halfway.
Mm.
Yeah, I picked that up yesterday. I don't have a fucking tag on it yet.
Mm.
Swanky.
I needed a new daily, and it's a manual, so it won.
Mm.
I have an automatic.
That's peculiar for a European person.
It's actually getting less and less peculiar.
That's the auto industry in general. Manuals are dying left and right.
Yeah, like, because things are going to electric cars anyway. Like, or like hybrids.
If I'm not mistaken, the UK placed legislation that would put hybrid vehicles in full tilt production and ban petrol vehicles in like the next 10 years completely.
I think so. I think I read something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember the article or who wrote it, but I do remember reading that about a month and a half ago.
I wonder if it's an EU legislation though.
Megan,
I think
my boyfriend's coming over in like an hour and a half, and I don't know.
Are
What
you
to
together
talk-
again now?
Yeah.
you look way too high to be sucking dick right now. Like, holy shit.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yo,
I'm good
you
on
didn't
that.
answer my question yesterday. How come he let you get Visco?
What do you mean?
You said that you said follow me on Visco.
Oh, I've had my Visco account, so he's never really ever said anything about it. I've had it since we first started dating. It, like, if
Yeah,
you
but
go,
like that's the same thing as Instagram.
not really, because people can't comment, people can't like, they can only republish and shit.
Oh, he cared about the fucking. He cared about the comments and shit.
He didn't really care. He didn't care about me having an Instagram. He just cared that I deleted his and I still had mine, so I needed to delete mine.
Yeah, that makes
You could have
sense.
just undeleted his, right?
No, it's permanent.
Well, I've tried
But I
deleting
thought we
my
were breaking.
account.
Told me that I had
Well,
to
you
delete my
probably
social media.
temporarily disabled it. You need to do it through an actual like laptop, and you need to press permanently delete. And once you do that, you can't get it back. And I thought we were done, so that's why I fucking deleted it.
But as Goofy was saying, if anyone made me delete my Instagram, I'd just delete them.
If they even tried to get me to delete social media, I would just be like, see you later.
Yeah, I know,
I mean,
but
what-
it's more complicated with me though, because I actually loved the kid and I really didn't want to lose him, and I felt shitty for doing that to him, and I know
Yeah,
that it was like kind of
No,
even,
but
I guess.
but that's
You
but
need
no.
to
They
think
can't just,
the
they
reason
can't just
why
be like,
he asked
delete your
her.
social media. Fuck off.
The reason why he asked her though is because she asked him first, so it's just fair.
Oh, and I'm also smart as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
it's
had an
that situation, then
ultimative.
yeah, cool. But if he just come out of nowhere and is like, delete your Instagram, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I know. It wasn't like that, because I deleted his, but I'm smart as fuck and I had an ultimative, so I kind of just ultimatum. I kind of just
smart as fuck.
Okay, so I just disabled my account. I didn't delete it because listen to this. I have 50 posts, like 5,000 followers. I wasn't going to delete my fucking account, but when you disable it, it doesn't pop up. So I'm just going to keep my Instagram closed for now until, I don't know. Yeah, forever.
Until you break up with him.
And if that happens, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, so life advice. Never change your social situation. Never change who you socialize with. Never change anything about yourself or somebody else, ever. It doesn't matter. If they can't who you are, how you act, and what you do, the way you are, move the fuck on.
Yeah.
And this is why I haven't bothered getting in a relationship, is partly because I can see things I don't like about them, and I don't want to change that person, so I'm just not going to deal with
You
them.
need to learn to love those parts too, though. That's like how a relationship works, I guess. In my eyes, like if somebody has flaws, like you need to learn to love those, and if you can't love those, then there's no point in being in that relationship. But the thing is, like I've been fighting for this kid for like almost 5+ years now, so for me, it's like more so like he was my first love, he was my first everything. Like I never really felt the same way with like my 2 other exes like I did with him, so like fighting for him I guess is worth it, and I don't really give a fuck about social media if it comes to him.
You know, so it's always going to be subjective when you come back to something that you've cared about in the past, and eventually a time may come where you look at that and you go, wow, you're not the person that I fell in love with 5, 10, 15 years ago. You've matured, you've changed, you've, you know, whatever, de-evolution, evolution, yada, yada, yada. And you may find that that person's not who you think they really are because you have a predisposition for who they once upon a time were.
Yeah, I feel myself doing that a lot of the times. I'm like, shit, well, you don't do this like you used to, but I try to push that like out of my head because I know I need to love the person that he is now. And like if I like want to be with this kid, then I need to like, you know, grow with him and like change with him.
Ronnie, I love you, okay, but you can't be with someone that doesn't feel the same way back. Like he loves you, but he does not love you as much as you love him.
I know that.
Like
yeah, reciprocation is what she's saying, and that's very, very valid. You can't give 110% and only get 75 back. Fuck that. That's bailing time. That is waste of your fucking time.
Yeah, like literally,
also
Ronnie, you're wasting your time with this
she
man.
can't be by herself. Like she clearly cannot. She doesn't know how to be alone.
Yo, let me ask you a question. This is your first relationship?
No,
Oh,
she literally
no. I've been with 2 other people, but he was my first boyfriend. Yeah.
How long you been with him for?
Like 5 years almost.
Do me a favor. Fuck what they say. Stay with him. Find a fucking job. When you find your job, you're good. You're
Oh,
good.
like
Yeah,
I just
but
don't see the
once,
point.
I don't know. She
I don't
like
want.
gives
No. She
he
has.
gives way
Hold
too
on,
much for that
hold
relationship,
up,
and he
hold
doesn't
up,
give the
hold up,
same
hold up,
back. You
hold
should
up,
have an equal
hold up,
amount.
hold up. You know this girl. If you really do know her and you are her friend and you know her as a friend, you should know she has an addictive personality. Anybody new comes up, they're gonna grab her. Shut up. Let her stay with the fucking guy she's with. Instead of trying to taint yourself, switching cigarettes still makes you a whore. Stay to your brand. Stay with him. He's
Where
a
do
young
you
guy.
get these sayings from?
Doesn't
Like,
matter. I don't give a fuck if they don't sound right. Anyway, you're
I
young.
think he just makes them up on spot.
You're young.
dude, like the
He's
amount
young.
of stuff that he
You're
just
young.
has,
He's young. You're both gonna make
honestly, like,
mistakes. You're both
shut
gonna make
up ones.
No, you
Fuck.
shut the fuck up. This
Shut
is
up.
America. Not
Shush.
Britain.
Shush.
Fuck out of here.
Shush.
Yo,
It's the
there's so
internet. It's
much
not
shit
America.
going
Get out
around.
your mouth with that cigarette for
Honey,
3
there's
seconds.
so much shit going around right now.
No.
Just stay with you. You and him are friends and boyfriend and girlfriend. You're not husband. Work out your friendship. Don't sacrifice yourself for nobody and get a fucking job. When you get that going, you're gonna find somebody new who's working. And
Well,
I'm
I applied like a bunch of places and no places answered besides this one place, but they said they're gonna call in the spring, and technically it's the spring, so I'm just
Oh,
waiting.
you can go to Brazil and fuck 2 guys and find which one's better. One got daddy issues. Oh wait, you tried that.
Duh, Juan, man, are you Brooklyn or are you Bronx?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
I'm a
really?
guy that's been 4 years.
That was funny.
No
That was a really funny joke. Well
no
done.
sex, no nothing. I'm good. I have the right
The
to
fact
say
that you
that.
have to
I'm
use
a 4 year right. That's a
experiences to get your point
Cheers,
across.
Meg.
presidency term. She's had
Like,
Yeah, I definitely
the fact that you have to use my experience to get your point across is just fucking
calm down.
Your
All I was saying is she
experience
deserves
is gonna
better.
eat
Like,
up a
I'm
lot of
sorry,
points.
he
That's
doesn't
good.
treat her like complete shit, but not that great, okay?
Listen.
She deserves better for a pretty girl like
We're
her, okay?
foundation
That's all
for
I'm
that.
saying.
We're
Taking a
foundation
Coke
for them.
now. Cheers.
We are foundations for them. That's what we are. You're a woman. You should know if you're not going to find a right man, you're going to find another man somewhere else. She don't need that right now. She needs school, work, and then if these things happen, she might find somebody nice. Because it's New York City. It's difficult. You don't understand how really fucked up it is. I wish I can put it to where y'all live. It's not. She's gonna wind up doing what you did on vacation to a whole bunch of older people out here.
Yeah, she needs to do that shit. I know that. She's young.
No,
But,
it's where she lives, Babylon. I have family out there. It's fucking.
I don't live in fucking. You need to stop saying that because somebody came in here and was like, "Yo, you live in Babylon," and I was like, "No, I don't," and they were like, "Yes, you do."
Well, it's
Stop
a big
saying
place.
I live in
Yeah,
fucking
you're right.
Babylon.
I gotta stop saying that. It's a big place. Anyway, the fact is, you ever seen the movie Babysitters? It's kind of like that up there. It's fucking. My freaking cousin is a kid. He's a boy. He's gay now because he's been whatever up there, molested.
Being gay.
They babysit up there. Guys, girls, these kids babysit kids, and these people do shit to them up there. It's crazy up there, man. Explain to these people. They think I'm joking. It's serious.
yo, there's fucked up shit in this small town too.
Yeah,
Trust.
Yeah, actually, this kid I was talking to when I was like 13, he got like molested by his aunt and his babysitter.
Yo, I hear all of that shit all the time.
That's the places up there, dude. That's the 1%ers.
Yeah, I live in those places, is what I'm saying. There's fucked up shit with like kids here all the time. There's kids missing almost every fucking day here. I'm not kidding.
You know, a house like maybe like 5 minutes down the road from me. It has like a bunch of fucking like I forget what they're called. They're like little gnome things, but they're like a bunch of different kinds or whatever. They were recently fucking arrested for having like a drug ring like with sex girls or whatever in their fucking basement. They were like 15-year-old girls that they would pick up off the street and fucking take them in, make them fucking have sex with them.
There's
everywhere though.
gangs
Like,
from
it's
Southern
not just
Ontario that
one
would
thing.
pick up girls all the time from in
What
the van,
happened,
bring them down to
No,
Southern
Kiki,
Ontario
I'm not
and
saying.
traffic girls all the
All I'm
time.
saying is like you guys are acting as if it's only.
No, I'm
happening
not
here.
saying
Like,
it's
it
just New
happens
York. I know
everywhere,
it's
dude.
everywhere
Like,
else. I'm just saying there's
No,
like
it's worse where
very
you are.
serious shit that like happens like
No,
over
Kiki,
where I
it's
am.
worse where you're at, but over here they just don't get caught. It's like they live about their days, years on years. It's.
Dude, I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying like you guys need to open your eyes because it's happening everywhere.
True.
Like It's
Like,
happening everywhere.
we're talking about grooming. Like, grooming happens fucking everywhere. Like,
Exactly.
literally.
Yeah,
Dude,
what
you
I'm
don't
trying
even
to
have to go
say.
too far. You have to look at the fucking Roman Catholic Church. Priests were doing that. Priests were doing that to children. Like, and if you think that it's only happening in your area, then you're fucking retarded. Like, really and truly. Like,
No, no, I'm not. What I'm saying is that it also happens here. It also happens where
I
they
know.
are.
I'm saying it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Like what?
No,
But
it's
I,
ones that was
Wait,
it was
what,
ones
I
that was
wasn't
actually
saying
what are you
like it
talking
only
about?
happens in
What is the
Pennsylvania.
conversation about? What are you discussing?
Well, I'm just
Conversation.
saying that New York only has fucked up shit going on.
No, basically
that's why I
her
was
area,
trying to
her area,
it's happening
where she
everywhere.
lives, her area where she lives
Yeah,
is
but it's
fucked up.
everywhere.
Her area
It's
is where
everywhere.
she
Literally,
lives.
girls are being taken from the parks
Nah,
and being
I'm in
put
New
in
York
flats.
too. I'm in New
No.
York.
I'm just saying this. She should stay with the guy she's with now, even though it's not work. It's not a serious, like a grown-up breakup. It's just two teens having problems, trusting, like we all did.
It's
The
just such a
problem is,
waste of time.
I never had nobody.
Listen, if she's not happy, why the fuck would she stay in a relationship that's not making her happy?
It's not that she's not happy. She made some dictation rules for her man, and her man reversed them on her. So now she's not happy because she got dealt the taste of her own medicine. As in, you know what?
But that's what I'm saying. If she's big enough to like expect that from him, then she's big enough to have him expect that from her.
She don't want to do it. This is why she's not happy.
Well, that's her problem. Like, honestly, Bunny, you can't expect him to do something for you and then not have him expect you do the same. Like, that's plain and simple. It's a two-way thing.
It's
like,
love.
All I'm saying, Bunny, is when your boy comes over tonight or whatever, you need to tell this man to put more effort in the relationship. I'm sorry, you put way too much effort into that relationship.
And if he,
So that's the
if he
thing, and
loves
I've
you
had
the way that
multiple
you think that he
conversations with
does,
him about
then
that,
he
and
would
he's
do it
not
without even
choosing to
thinking about it.
change. So, like, with that being said, like,
Yeah, but
it's either
after
I dumb it down, like,
Dude, if he cares about you the way that you think that he does, he will do it without you even asking. And if he doesn't, then you know that he's not for you. That's plain and
yo,
simple.
Bunny, after what happened the other day, you better have a fucking serious conversation with that effort shit. Cause like literally, you give him the ultimatum, not him give you the ultimatum. Okay, like you say, you either put a fucking effort in the relationship or, like, I'm sorry, like I think you deserve better, but it's your decision either way.
I do the same shit he does though. Like the shit you saw yesterday, like I'm a bitch. Like you didn't see like shit that I've said.
Yeah, but even when you guys are like good and the shit that you post or stuff, and like it seems like you are putting more, like you love him more than he does. Like I don't know, that's what I was getting off of the relationship. And like the shit that he was saying about trying to love you back, you don't just lose love. Like you don't lose that.
Just be safe.
Yeah, be safe. It's your choice, but like whatever. I hope it works out. I don't like him
Listen, I
very
know
much
I'm a
right
dickhead,
now.
but I hate seeing
all I'm
girls with
saying.
broken hearts coming on here. I always hope y'all come back saying, "Yeah, I'm in a relationship." You know what I'm saying? There's a slight chance because y'all beautiful girls that y'all gonna be used, and I don't want to see y'all get used. I look at it like this. Let's say if I wanted to holler at all of you, I would not want y'all 46 under the sea.
You don't want to
know,
see
so
her get used, but you're
try to
saying
stay
for
with
her
the
to
one
stay in a
got.
relationship that she's getting used in. I don't understand you.
Bunny, my best advice, I was with a guy for 5 years who I was with since I was 14 in high school, and I stayed with him and I put up with so much shit because I wanted it to work. He was my first love and I didn't want to let that go. But I realized at the end of the day, I was making so many sacrifices for him that he wasn't even giving me the bare minimum of a sacrifice for me. When I wanted sacrifices, it was always an issue and an argument. Instead of when I sacrificed it, I immediately sacrificed it. I didn't question it. I said, you know what? It's for our relationship to better it. But he wasn't seeing it as that. And that's when I had to go because it wasn't being reciprocated. And if he's not reciprocating it, he's not going to change.
We can sit here and tell you like all of this shit, but really at the end of the day, it needs to be you to make the decision. Like, I completely get where you're coming from. Like, I can't say that I've been in love. I don't think that I've experienced that yet, but I've been treated like shit, dude. Like, I've been in a position where exactly what Chloe was saying, where you've given everything to someone and you've received fuck all. Like, it's not a fun position, but dude, it's much like the fact of you realizing your worth and maybe being on your own is worth tenfold of you being treated like shit by someone that doesn't deserve you. And that's just how it is. Like, obviously being by yourself isn't great, but like, you learn to not really need anyone else's love, or I don't know, you become independent, dude, and it's something that you can only do when you're ready to do it. Like, we can sit here and tell you all of this shit, but you need to be the one to make the decision. And it's hard, it's going to be hard, like, it's not going to be an easy decision to make, but you're gonna look back when you're, I don't know, 25, 26, and you're gonna say, yeah, that was a good fucking decision that I made.
Literally what Kiki said, because I was in a relationship. TJ, for example, I loved TJ. I fucking loved him. No matter what he did to me, all the shit he did to me, I still loved him and I put as much effort in. But then I came to a realization that my worth is way better than that and I deserve way better than that. So then I left it. It was hard because I loved
like
him.
them more than they like you. And that's why it's
Yeah,
hard, because you like them so much
exactly.
and they don't like you back as much as you want them to like.
But that in itself is a reason for you to think, right, okay, I deserve better.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm just saying it's hard because you like them so much.
It's a shitty situation to be in, and it fucking hurts. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy at all, but you need to be a big woman and think, okay, if I stay in this relationship and try and put effort in and have this conversation with him, and 2-3 months down the line nothing's changed, what was the fucking point? Like, you just gotta be straight up, like, on. And if you do speak to him today and you tell him all of this shit, like, and he still wants to be a child, then you know that he really isn't ready to make any kind of like sacrifice to make your relationship work. Even if it has been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, like, it's not worth you sitting in a dead end relationship. It's not. If he's not going to make a change to at least try, then why are you wasting yourself with him?
But also, Bunny, while we're sitting here just saying all this shit, you don't have to do what we're saying. Like, it's your choice.
Yeah, this is my point. Like, she needs to be the one to make the decision.
We're just giving you advice, you know?
They're just telling you what to do, but not telling you what
That's
to
why I've kind of been being quiet the whole conversation, because I do understand where all of you are coming from and I get all of your points completely. Like, I'm not a retard, obviously. But, like, on the other hand, like, as you guys said, like, it is really hard for me to be alone, and I'm not really used to adapting to, like, new people. So, like, I guess it's worth risking it for me to just stay with him and see if he can.
But you know you're staying with him because you're comfortable. Because you're scared of the unknown. Like, you can't
just set boundaries, you know.
You can't just stay with someone because you're comfortable. Like, you have to make that decision to be scared and be alone. Like, I don't know.
She's right. She's right. Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. But
Yeah,
if
like,
you are happy
if
with him,
you
it's just
genuinely
because
think
it's bullshit.
yeah, if you genuinely think that there's something like good for you two, then by all means, like, do what you have to do. But if you're staying with him because you're comfortable and you've gotten to the point now where you are scared of like starting afresh with somebody else, don't do that to yourself, because you're just going to hate yourself down the line for doing that.
And don't judge your shit because of this Instagram bullshit. This is baby shit right there, right? Don't jeopardize a real person for
Don't do that. Because trust me,
That's
like,
why I
four
removed it.
me 4
Me
years
being
ago, I
into
would have done that. Like, I'm not kidding. I would have done that 4 years ago.
You know what?
Yeah,
Even
but,
better.
like, to me, like,
Both of you, get rid of your fucking Instagram. Make a joint Instagram. Only pictures of you two. Now you both can go on it and you can talk to the people you like. Supervised. There you go.
That's actually a good idea, honestly.
That's beautiful. You're in a relationship, a joint Instagram. What's going to be said wrong?
You shouldn't
People
have
that know
to do
you-
that though.
Yeah,
should've-
I agree with Wavy. You shouldn't.
yeah,
have
but our Instagrams are already deleted, so.
Yeah, but you can make a new one, and you guys can like have a
checking it out.
like you can share the password and everything, and make an account just of you guys, and take pictures of you guys, and then like I don't know.
Dude, can I just ask, like, what is the whole drama with the Instagram? Is